If you want to make money as an author, where you can support yourself, pay your bills, Amazon KDP is the hardest way to make that happen. In this video, I'm going to talk about the much easier way to become a full-time author who can get paid to write words that inspire people, that change the world, by becoming what I call a full stack author. If you don't know me, my name is Brian Elwood. I've self-published 3 books that have brought in hundreds of high-ticket clients for my business, allowing me to earn 6 figures working part-time off of the back of these little self-published books. And I'll tell you first and foremost, I do not pay my bills with Amazon royalties. That would get me about 1 trip to Whole Foods per month, and then I would be out of money. So let me share how I and my clients actually monetize our books. So let's imagine that you write a book about how to do yoga. And this is your little book right here. And it's making you a little bit of money. You're making $6 when someone buys that thing on Amazon or whatever. But that's not enough unless you've gotten a major publishing deal, or you have a massive audience, or you've just struck the lottery with the Amazon algorithm. You're not going to do that well with a book alone. So what do you do? Well, the first thing to know is that books exist to solve problems for people. Books are just information that people pay for, and they want to solve a problem at the end of the day. A book is the first way that you can help people solve that problem of learning how to do yoga, get healthier, whatever. And then that's a very do-it-yourself way of understanding the basics and the philosophies behind your particular approach to yoga. Now, they're still going to have this problem of wanting to get better at yoga. So the question becomes, how can you provide them with other solutions to solve the problem more completely? For example, you could create a software that had all of your favorite yoga classes and that tracked their progress. That would be cool, right? I do yoga 3 or 4 times a week, and I, collect playlists and, somewhat keep track of my progress. I might be interested in paying for a yoga software to go with a book to help me get that outcome of what yoga offers, right? Then you would ask, what else can I do to solve the problem for this person? And the next thing that you might add could be a community. Community is becoming more important over time. And just think about the added benefit when someone now meets other people that have also read your book, and maybe they use your software, and they've made friends, and they can do yoga together, and they can meet people in their city and meet up with them for coffee. That's literally happened with me before, where I've joined a community, found out that someone in there lives in Denver like I do, and we meet up, right? So that could be an additional way that you solve this problem of helping someone do yoga. And can you see where we're going with this, right? Like the book that you have here, that's just going to get you book royalties on its own. When you add in a software, now you have a source of recurring revenue that's a little higher ticket, most likely, than a book. And then a community is another source of recurring revenue that's probably in that mid-ticket price range as well. So now you're building out a product suite to take that customer that you got who bought your book and increase the LTV, or lifetime value, of that customer. And that is this game at the end of the day. If you ask coaches that make $500,000 a month, like, what's the secret? They'll say it's customer acquisition cost divided by lifetime value. If you have the right ratio, you can afford to run ads and spend more money, and you essentially just print more money than you spend, right? And life is good. The only way you can do that is with a product suite that allows you to maximize the value of each customer. Now, we have one more question mark on this ladder, and that one I saved for last because that is actually going to be the main money maker from the people who read your book. And that is a coaching program. Okay. So this might look like you working with someone one-on-one to help them do yoga better. They get the diagnostic feedback directly from you, and they get the result a lot quicker, and they have a really powerful source of accountability. Now, just as a sidebar, if it were me and I had a book and I wanted to make more money with it, the first offer I would create would be this one on the back end, the coaching program. Because since you're selling your time, you can charge the most for this. And then these ones I would add in later as the middle of your value ladder, as we call this. If you're not familiar with like Russell Brunson, this is a value ladder. This is essentially a product suite. But what this really is at the end of the day is an assortment of options for each person that comes into your ecosystem to solve that same problem that you have solved in your book. And when you build this out, this is how you become a full stack author. This is how you make some real money with a book instead of just struggling along and hoping that your book alone just takes off and makes you famous, which we know for 99% of people does not happen. Now, here is something that is really cool that is going to reduce a lot of the overwhelm when you think about how would I actually build all this out and sell it, and wouldn't it be complex and I'd have a ton of different offers. There is actually a glue that holds a product suite together, automates the sales of this entire suite of products, makes your life a lot easier, and that is called a funnel. A funnel exists to sell all of your products automatically. For example, if you have the yoga book right here, and then someone goes to your funnel, and I'll just show you what mine looks like. So this is my book funnel, right? They might learn about the software on the checkout page. There might be a little click, add this to your order, get a free trial. Then they might learn about the community on the one-time offer page. In fact, I would probably put the software on one of these pages as well. So I'd have two of these. And then the order bump page would just be a way to increase the value. Like if you have a digital course, you can sell it on the checkout page. Then you can have a page that sells your software, another one of these that sells your community. One click, add the software, one click, add the community. Then you take them to a page, this is what mine looks like, where it's a little explainer video about your actual coaching program. Click here to book a call, follow-up emails to another, similar explainer video, and then you book a call and you get a client, right? And that is how you sell the coaching program. But all of these emails could also continue to promote the software and the community offer as well. And this goes on and on. I've got 10 emails or whatever here, but you can send 100 or 1,000. You keep contacting people until they buy or unsubscribe, right? And you can do the same thing with phone numbers. You can send texts, etc. And so that funnel automates the process of selling this full stack of offers that you have created. If you go out and post on Instagram, you drive someone to your book, they're automatically going to learn about the software, automatically going to learn about the community and about the coaching. And then this allows you to wake up and say, oh, I got a new person that bought my book funnel. Oh, cool. We have a new user in the software. Oh, cool. I have a booked call for a Thursday where someone wants to talk about working with me. This is so much easier when you're a one-person business like I am to remember to promote your offers. Otherwise, if you're just always trying to promote one of these manually, it becomes way too disorganized. So I really like using a book funnel so that all of this happens for me. And when you build this, the cool thing is you just then test and tweak it. There are benchmarks, like this page where someone buys the book initially should convert at about 6%. People should take the order bump like 15% of the time. People should take the one-time offer like 12% of the time, right? So you just learn what benchmarks are industry standard, and then you pump traffic through this and you continue to upgrade and optimize it. It's kind of like how McDonald's can create the same customer journey no matter which McDonald's you go to. There's thousands and thousands of locations, but they have such a strict operating system that wherever you go, you're going to get the same shitty hamburger. And you want your book reader who buys your book to get the same process every time. You want them to know about the different offers. You want them to hear your backstory, and you want to tackle their objections. You want them to see your case studies and your testimonials. You want them to find out about your coaching program. That's a lot to do manually. It's near impossible. You can't do it with every single person. Like, you know what I mean? That would be crazy, especially if you've got multiple people going through your funnel every day. And so instead, you build a system, a marketing system that does it for you, and then you just pump people through this system. Now, you may be feeling a little overwhelmed at the thought of building all of this out on your own. I have some good news for you. I have done the work and spent the money for you and paid designers and tweaked this thing forever to get this book funnel right. And you can actually get my exact book funnel template for free. All you have to do is sign up for a trial of Go High Level, which is the software that I built all of this on. When you do, within 24 hours, I'm going to email you a special link that just sends all the stuff that I've created right into your account. So the funnel pages, the automations, the email sequences, and you can go in and customize this for your book and your product suite. And right now, they are doing an insane promo where you get 50% off for your first 3 months. I've never seen an offer this good before. So if you want to steal my exact funnels and you want to try out High Level at 50% off, click the link in the description or the pinned comment to start a free trial. And if you're not familiar with High Level, it is like Kajabi or HubSpot or ClickFunnels or Kartra or Systemi.io, all those like funnel, like kind of all in one business software companies. However, it's a better deal and it does more stuff. Like, I love it. It's so customizable. Just the fact that I can give you everything that I've created in a single link should represent how simple they've made this software to use. The other softwares, they won't let you do that kind of thing. It's crazy. And so I really recommend it. I use it and would use it regardless of whether or not I could, make money like selling as an affiliate. It is by far the best one. And I've used Kajabi and ClickFunnels both for years. So I hope this helps you understand how to make money with your book as a full stack author. If you want to watch a full masterclass on how to turn a $7 book into a $7,000 client, you're going to want to check out this live stream I did a couple of weeks ago. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.